Hey YouTube, Dog Richician of Team Sorcerers here, and I'm back on YGOPRO, like the regular version. And this time you should be able to see the cards properly, and I'm hoping you'll be able to hear me more clearly. So I thought I'd profile some of my online-only decks, more specifically the decks that were featured in Series 5 of the Dark Richician's Deck Grand Championship, but I don't have built in real life. And the most highly requested one was Poker Knights, because obviously certain people won't stop talking about them. But that's okay though, that's okay. Poker Knights are awesome. So this is pretty much how I played it in the championship, or close enough. So let's just go over it. So obviously we've got 3 of each of the Poker Knights themselves, 3 copies of Jack, 3 copies of King, 3 copies of Queen. Now, you could say that 3 Jack's Knights are too many, and believe me, I tried to play the deck with 2, or at least I did in my speed duel version, but then again, I don't see much difference between the normal version and the speed duel version, and it did not work. It really did not work at all. Like, because I'd just draw into 2 of them, and then King's Knight is completely dead. And yeah, that is always a problem if I do draw at least 1 Jack's Knight, because it'll mean at least 1 King's Knight won't get to use his effect. But I'd rather still have like 1 or 2 still in the deck that I can use. Plus it also still increases the chances of getting out Arcana Knight Joker, so it's not so bad. And then just because I can, I've got Obelisk the Tormentor, because obviously this is one of my 3 God card decks. Now obviously you don't have to play Obelisk if you don't want to, because honestly it's easier to play the deck without him, but I am, because yeah, I wanted to play a God card in this deck, plus a God card in Magnet Warriors and Yugi Gadgets, because all of them are archetypes that Yugi himself uses, and I wanted to use like a different one in each one, as you've probably seen. So Obelisk is in Poker Knights, Slifer is in Yugi Gadgets, and the Winged Dragon of Ra plus Ra Sphere mode is in Magnet Warriors, because obviously I've also added cards in there that increase my life points, like Soul Absorption. But anyway, yeah, Obelisk is my favourite God card. Now, while Poker Knights aren't as strong as Magnet Warriors and Gadgets, it still has the best God card, at least in my opinion, as Obelisk has solid attack and defence points, and is the only one with targeting immunity. And then, as an extra boss monster, I've thrown in Destiny Hero Plasma for spicy tech, because obviously it's very simple to get out if you do the whole Poker Knight combo. Like, you have the option of sacrificing all 3 of them to drop Plasma and seal off opponent's monster's effects on the field, absorb 1, and you have the big powerhouse, which is always fun. Then you've got 2 copies of Honest. It's a light deck, that's a no-brainer. I mean, you could probably play 3 if you wanted to. I mean, honestly, if you don't play Obelisk, then you can easily be swapped out for a 3rd copy of Honest if you really want to. Then of course 3 copies of King of the Swamp to grab Polymerization. Obviously you can't use fusion material substitutes for the Joker, but it's still a way to grab Polymerization all the same, and he serves another purpose as well, which I'll show you in a minute, although you can probably see it and then 2 copies of Battle Fader, just because. For the spells, now the spell lineup has changed since the last time I profiled this. That's another thing I forgot to mention. You might remember, or maybe you don't, but probably remember that I played a brilliant fusion engine in here, because obviously I would go brilliant fusion, send Lazuli and Queen's Knight, make Seraphonite, which opens up normal summons. It is really annoying that brilliant fusion is now banned. I mean, obviously I can understand why, but it's kind of annoying being cut off from an option to do extra normal summons. Just to make things a lot simpler, I've stacked up this deck with double summons, because you need that extra normal summon to make your plays. Then 3 polymerizations, Rotor, because it's a warrior deck, 2 copies of the warrior returning alive, just to get back the King's Knights or Queen's Knights if need be, try and get combos going again. Then 2 copies of Unexpected Die. You need this to special Queen's Knight from the deck. I think 2's okay, because there's still that chance you could draw a Queen's Knight. But yeah, you always want to see this and King's Knight in your hand, and if you do, you've got it made. Then 2 copies of the Monarch Stormforth. That's mainly for Obelisk, but again, you don't have to play this, of course. I only do just to make Obelisk easier to summon, although you can use it to sacrifice an opponent's monster for Jack's Knight if you're desperate. Monster Reborn staple, 2 copies of Pot of Avarice to recycle your combo pieces, Regeki staple, Twin Twister staple, then my usual trap lineup, Mirror Force, Storming Mirror Force, 2 strikes. Then for the extra deck we have 2 copies of Arcana Knight Joker, one of the big boss monsters. Just a reminder for those who don't know what he does, a fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials, as I pretty much stated earlier. And once per turn, when a spell, trap or monster effect is activated that targets this card, you can discard the same type of card to negate that effect. And then of course Absolute Zero, more spicy tech, because obviously I can make this with Plasma and King of the Swamp, just to get you out of a tight spot. Exceeders starting with rank 5s, because it is possible to make them in here. Adrius, Tiraz, Orcosaurus, then Utopia package, transcending from 5s to 4s. On the Rock, Excalibur, because again, all your level 4s, it's like, well, 2 of your level 4s are warriors. Yeah, that's an option. Castell and Digosto Emerald. Not only can you use this for recycling, but you can also special summon Queen's Knight and get your combos going again, provided you haven't normal summoned yet or bring back Jack's Knight. Links consist of 2 copies of Arcana Extra Joker and 1 copy of Assault, because it's a warrior deck. But as for the Extra Joker, it's pretty much a fusion version of Arcana Knight Joker. It does basically the exact same thing, only it can not only protect itself, but also a monster that it points to, and when it's destroyed by battle, since the GY, you can special summon a level 4 normal warrior monster from your deck, in this case Queen's Knight, and then add a level 4 warrior from your deck to your hand, which of course, would be King's Knight. It is really annoying that it only goes off if destroyed by battle, though. I really don't get why it was given that unnecessary drawback, because it would just be so much better if that effect could go off if it's destroyed by any way. So yeah, they were kind of given a short straw there. So there you have it. That's my updated Poker Knight deck. It's still here online. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play it again in real life, though. Unless I decide one day that I want to try and buy it back off Gamer Central. Actually, that's a thought. But provided he still wants to keep the deck around, he might want to watch this video, give him ideas on how to upgrade it. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and stay safe, and I'll catch you later.